here?
Who? Me? Well, yes.
Could you please take a look at my son? He's been complaining of terrible stomach pain.
You brought him here? We don't accept emergencies or walk-ins.
I heard this hospital is famous, and it's so big. There must be someone who can help.
Well, there's no point arguing about it. I'll take a look at him. What's your son's name?
Oliver. Oliver McHale.
You wouldn't believe the patient I'm dealing with. He's throwing a fit because his operation isn't expensive enough.
Are you serious?
Yeah, his friend just had a hernia operation that cost $40,000 and he doesn't want to be outdone. He's 11 years old and filling the role of a trust fund brat perfectly. I guess it wasn't enough for him that his father pulled some strings to get him into this place. He's the son of some big shot and neither of his parents had the time to bring him here.
So how much are we charging him?
About $30,000. The operation will be performed in a deluxe suite. Not bad for a case of appendicitis, huh?
Appendicitis? What a coincidence. I'm seeing a boy with the same condition.
Excuse me, Dr. Blaylock?
Yes, Elena?
I have a message from accounting. They say to transport your new patient somewhere else. It seems the family can't afford the treatment. Since Caduceus isn't normally open to the public, they don't know how to deal with situations like this.
How much is it going to cost?
Well, the family doesn't have health insurance, so at least $10,000.
But transporting him now will put his life at risk.
Unfortunately, money talks. Even when it comes to healthcare.
What do you think? Should I have him transferred?
That's a tough decision. Marcus, have you given your patient his bill yet?
No, why?
Do you mind if I handle it? Chandler, Mr. Forbes. About your hospital bill. The total will be $30,000.
I told you, that's not enough! I can't lose to someone like Jimmy! His dad's just the president of some little company! I want a premium upgrade! Bring in like 10 doctors!
I'm afraid we can't do that. But there might be something else we can do. If you'd like to make a donation, we can increase your bill. How does $10,000 sound?
That's it? Well, how much would the total be?
That would bring it up to $40,000.
But that's the same as Jimmy's! That's still not high enough! I'm way richer than he is!
Well, we could add $2,000 more and make it $42,000.
$42,000? Well, I guess that's okay. My daddy gives me whatever Oh! Ow! My tummy hurts! Hurry up and fix it!
We have the best room reserved for you, so let's get started.
Well then, the donation will be transferred from the hospital to the Oliver McHale Fund. Elena, prep for surgery. We've got 2 appendixes to remove.
Pretty sneaky, Val. To be honest, I'm impressed.
It still counts as a donation, so it's not going to cause us any problems, right?
It'll be fine. It's in both their best interests anyway, so it all works out.
Well, let's begin the conference. The first patient, Chandler, has acute appendicitis. It appears to be in its early stages, so the operation should be fairly routine. However, the second patient, Oliver, seems to have the same condition, but it looks like he's been trying to hide his symptoms.
But he's only a child.
We understand the situation. This is going to be 2 operations back to back, so let's be quick.
I'm ready to see the first patient. This boy's condition is relatively mild, isn't it?
It's still too late to treat it with antibiotics. It would be best to perform an appendectomy.
All right, Please begin procedure. Please prepare to extract the appendix. First, inject the sedative. Next, we'll be cutting into the muscle pads. Use the scalpel to make an incision. Next, we'll tie 2 wires around the lever. They must be tied in the appropriate places.
One goes around the base of the organ, and the other around the appendix. Look at where the wire needs to be. Then slide it down while pressing the A button. We're done tying the base. Now for the wire around the appendix.
Parts of the appendix have been tied. Make an incision between the 2 wires. Now that the appendix has been severed, please place it on a tray. The appendix has been successfully removed. Now, to fix the membrane with the antibiotic gel, looks like our first operation was a success. Let's close him up.
Let's move on to our next patient.
Doctor, we have a problem. Oliver's condition has worsened.
What?
What's his condition?
He complained of severe pain and then went into shock.
Don't tell me. His appendix is burst.
We'll find out when we open him up. We have to hurry and get in there.
Pus is causing inflammation.
It's peritonitis.
Treat the inflammation and drain the pus. The appendix needs to be removed as well. Begin with the sedative. Extracted, so we shouldn't have to worry about any more pus. Fix the synthetic membrane with antibiotic gel. The synthetic membrane has been fixed. Let's treat the remaining wounds. Very lucky. If he'd waited any longer for surgery, he may not have pulled through. Well, let's close him up.
What's it for? We're all the same under the knife. I never thought such a simple operation could put me on edge like this.
I think we've all learned something from this operation.
Thank you so much, Doctor. You saved my son's life. But I thought that this hospital didn't treat normal patients.
Well, it was an emergency, so this was a special case. Thankfully, an anonymous donor paid for your treatment fees.
I can't believe how fortunate we are. That donor must be an angel.
Yes, well, please see to getting your son health insurance so he can get the medical help he needs.
Okay, I will. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Take care now.
You're very good with children, Dr. Blaylock.
Thanks. I did some volunteer work at an orphanage. How about you, Marcus? Who are the lucky beneficiaries of your time?
I didn't do any volunteer work.
Really? I thought that was a requirement for all doctors. He's so self-centered. Drives me crazy. I haven't heard from him in I don't know how long, and now he's telling me to come to Philadelphia. He's got some nerve. It's like he thinks we're still dating. I've got That's just his personality. It can't be helped. Besides, you already said yes, right? You're not on call, so why not? Think of it as a little vacation. A chance to reminisce about your college days. How stupid of me. When I heard that he'd found a new type of parasite, I agreed to go without thinking. That reminds me. How are things between you and Ray? It ended when he went back home. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have brought it up. Oh, it's all right. If you're so worried about this trip, then why don't you bring Dr. Vaughn along? He has some time off too, doesn't he? I don't know if that would be such a good idea. I'm sure he wants to get some rest. I think he'd be interested in going. It sounds like a fascinating discovery. Think so?
Thanks, but I'll pass. Philadelphia's too far. It'd be a waste of my vacation. Besides, Robert finished his report on stigma, and I'd like to review it.
Come on, don't be that way. This information will be useful for you.
If it was that important, Caduceus would be all over it. But parasite isn't going to help us understand stigma any better. I have no interest in a new variety of hookworm.
You're going to drive all the way to Philadelphia?
That's the plan.
That sounds like fun. I haven't been on a road trip in a long time.
Really? Then would you like to come along?
Are you sure it's okay?
Of course. The more the merrier. I'll tell Denny it's a field trip for Caduceus Special Disease Counteraction Team.
Hey, I didn't say I was going.
What are you talking about? This is a team effort. I won't take no for an answer. We're all going to Philadelphia this weekend.
Operation hadn't been performed on a dog.
Oh, don't be so cranky, Marcus. How was I supposed to know that Denny decided to become a veterinarian? He tried to be a nice host, right? Even if he didn't exactly succeed.
Look at that guy. He's driving like a maniac. I hope he gets pulled over.
Well, I thought it was worth the trip.
Really? Me too. I'm sure what we learned will come in handy someday.
Yeah, like if we ever have to save a celebrity's pampered pooch. I never should have let you talk me into this.
Alright, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking straight. I mean, how would you feel if your college ex called you out of nowhere?
I totally understand. Just ignore him, Dr. Blaylock. Hey, what's with that police car?
Huh?
There's been an accident. Stop the car.
Today's just not my day. It's worse than I thought. Someone was thrown from the car.
It seems he was the only one inside.
He's breathing, but he's unconscious. The wounds on his chest are pretty bad. He's not looking so great.
I brought a set of instruments. Let's get ready.
We're going to operate here?
We'll just perform first aid. He may be suffering from damage to his internal organs.
Well, this has turned out to be one hell of a road trip.
We need to provide first aid. He appears to have sustained serious blunt trauma to the chest.
We need to treat these external wounds first.
His vitals aren't stabilizing. There's probably some internal bleeding. He's opening up.
This doesn't look good.
Please, use the antibiotic shot before the hemorrhaging worsens. That's the worst one. Let's treat the other wounds now.
His vitals still aren't stabilizing. We must have missed something. We'll have to use the magnification tool.
We've treated all the wounds, but his vitals still haven't stabilized. Doctor, there's a shadow inside the thoracic cavity. The shadow has disappeared. Please leave the blood is collected in the thoracic cavity. Please hurry. Doctor, I'm seeing blood. Keep looking. Now suture the incision. Before chemical may open other parts of the blood. Keep searching. Hemorrhaging's formed pooled blood.
His vitals are stabilizing. He should be alright now.
Okay, let's close him up. If we hadn't decided to operate, he never would have well done, you guys.
I'm done transferring him.
Well, we at least accomplished something worthwhile on this trip.
Yeah, he's one lucky guy. How many officers can say they've received roadside surgery? You wanted to see us?
Yes. I have a favor to ask of you two. Please, have a seat.
I don't like where this is headed.
Would you mind watching this video?
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need. Only one doctor provides life-saving surgery free of charge. This is Wish Come True Miracle Surgery. We're back again tonight to continue our surprising medical documentary. Welcome to Wish Come True Miracle Surgery. I'm your host, Guy Davidson. Tonight, we have a heart-wrenching story for you. Now, let's bring in our hospital's director, Dr. Leonardo Bello.
Hello, everyone, and good evening. My question for you tonight is, are you living healthy lives?
Thanks for being with us, Leo. Let me compliment you on your work last week. It was inspirational.
Thanks, Guy. But it's the patient who's the true hero. I'm pleased to report that Mr. Ellis is well on the road to recovery.
I've heard of this show. It's on primetime TV, right?
Yes, they agree to cover all the medical bills, and in return, they broadcast the entire procedure.
Ethically, I have some concerns about the show, but I hear it's rather popular.
Seems like a complete farce to me. So what does this have to do with us?
Keep watching. You'll see.
By the way, Leo, you seemed a bit angry when you arrived at the studio today.
Actually, I was. Allow me to tell you why. As our viewers know, this program has brought to light many serious issues with our healthcare system. But I recently learned something even more disturbing. $300 million of our country's annual budget goes to Caduceus. Personally, that disgusts me. What's wrong with our medical administration? Where's the money going? I haven't heard any reports that would justify such an outrageous budget. Research only gets us so far. What about the thousands of patients who aren't receiving medical care?
The future of this country's healthcare looks gloomy indeed.
I suspect the members of that organization are growing rich while the taxpayers are footing the bill. I doubt they're courageous enough to operate under the scrutiny of the public eye.
You said it, Leo. Please stay tuned. We'll introduce today's patient following the commercial break. Say goodbye to your medical worries and hello to miracle surgery!
What was that all about? They don't have the slightest clue what we do here.
They've publicly tarnished our reputation. Obviously, their claims are completely unfounded.
Let them say what they want. They'll eat their words eventually.
I agree, but the higher-ups are outraged about it. We received orders from the Secretary of Health and Welfare to crush them.
Crush them?
Yes. They want someone to make an appearance on the show.
That's why you wanted to see us?
So you actually agreed to it?
We had no choice. Besides, someone has to do it. We can't just pretend like it never happened.
I can't believe that you two will be appearing on Miracle Surgery.
I wouldn't bet on it. One of the conditions is that if we win, they take the show off the air.
That's a pity. With your skills, I highly doubt you'll lose.
I'm a little more skeptical. My, isn't that a little cold, Dr. Suji? Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll be rooting for you both. But with Leonardo Bello as your opponent, it won't be an easy victory.
You know him?
Yes, he was well known at the medical school I attended. It may seem like he's all talk, but he's a skilled doctor.
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need. Only one doctor provides life-saving surgery free of charge. This is Wish Come True Miracle Surgery. Good evening, folks. I'm your host, Guy Davidson. I'm sure you've all seen the previews for tonight's show. So, let me introduce our surprise gift from Caduceus, one of our country's best-funded medical institutions. Please welcome Dr. Vaughn and Dr. Blaylock.
Good evening. It's nice to be here.
Hey,
Let's start off with a simple question. What made you decide to appear on this show?
Unfortunately, there have been a number of rumors perpetuated by this program. So, we're here to clear things up. Caduceus conducts useful research and provides unparalleled treatment. In fact, our research is the future of medicine.
You seem a bit defensive. What do you have to say in response, Dr. Bello?
It's not the future I'm concerned with, it's the present. And if my criticism will force you to improve, then it will have served its purpose. Now, let the lesson begin.
That's our Leo, a straight shooter. Well then, let's introduce this evening's patient. Enrique Alvarez is suffering from a very troublesome tumor, and unfortunately, he also has complications with his heart and lungs. This has made operating on him difficult, and that is why he has come seeking help. Mr. Alvarez, is there anything you'd like to say?
I'm incredibly grateful that this show has given me a chance to get some treatment. There were times when I got really down, but now I have hope. It's just that...
It's just what?
I'm a fan of Dr. Bellows, so I was hoping he was going to operate on me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Enrique, but there's no need to worry. If anything even slightly out of the ordinary happens, I'll take over. So please, let them proceed with the operation.
Really? Great! That makes me feel a lot better.
Don't worry, Mr. Alvarez. You're in good hands.
This isn't exactly the place for it, but let's begin the briefing. Like the host said, the objective of this operation will be to extract tumors from the stomach. The patient also has arrhythmia, so we'll need to be careful.
Got it. We'll perform this operation flawlessly.
It's finally begun! The miraculous, life-changing operation is upon us! Will they save the patient? Will they prove their skill and determination?
Will that guy ever shut up? Just ignore the glitz and stay calm. Let's prove ourselves out there.
The ability of Caduceus' best and brightest will are they skewed surgeons or just government-funded slackers? We're all here to witness the truth.
Is he gonna shut up and let us operate?
Let's handle this like we always do, pal. Just concentrate on the patient.
He's right. Please begin the operation.
Here we go! Are you ready for the surgery?
According to the preliminary examinations, it should be around here. Please begin the...
Hey, I think we spotted something. Oh, you have to get close up. That's the tumor. They're about to extract it. They're going to cut it. The tumor is being carried out on a stainless steel tray.
Unstabilizing.
There must be another tumor. Let's take a look with the magnification tool.
Hey now, the Caduceus team has suddenly picked up the pace.
Where's all this blood coming from?
It's coming from somewhere else. Let's use the magnification tool.
What's this? Looks like they found something. They've discovered more tumors. Caduceus' true skill is shining through.
That takes care of one tumor, but there may be others.
We need to treat all the tumors.
What? His white cell count has jumped.
Are these tumors multiplying somewhere?
We need to re-examine the areas we've already treated.
Damage is severe. Hand me the drain, please.
You must be kidding me. The drain's not working.
Is it broken? Hurry into the replacement. We'll manage for the time being.
Oh no, an equipment malfunction? Get it together, Caduceus!
Here's in the drain.
bleeding won't stop until we take care of all these tumors.
His heart's fibrillating. Stop operating. Flatline. Patient's undergoing cardiac arrest. I'll get the defibrillator ready.
Let me fracture with you in my hand.
We have a close.
Talk about heart-pounding action. What a surprising turn of events. But this surgery isn't over yet. The audience will settle for no less than the best from them.
I'd love to simply have his mouth shut. Other tumors.
Let's close them up and get the circus over with.
There were some stumbles along the way, but it looks like our guests have safely finished the operation.
Just close them up and we'll be done.
The surgeons from Caduceus perform, everyone. I'm anxious to hear Dr. Bellows' thoughts. We'll hear from him after the break. Well, Dr. Bellow, how did they do?
First, I'd like to congratulate Mr. Alvarez on a successful operation. But as I suspected, I should have been the one to perform the procedure.
What do you mean by that?
I would have been able to complete the operation in 3/4 the time, reducing the amount of bleeding. If this is the best they can do, then I'm rather disappointed.
What?
Guy, why don't we settle this once and for all? Let's invite 2 patients with the same condition onto the show and do their surgeries simultaneously. Then the difference in skill will be obvious.
Leah, that's a fantastic idea.
Of course, it depends on whether or not our guest surgeons are up for the challenge.
Of course we are. We accept. We'll show you who's more talented.
You completely fell for their trap, Val.
Here because of your rash response, Valerie. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Aren't you being a little unfair? She didn't want to go on TV in the first place. It's not her fault this happened.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Now wait a minute. The situation is not as bad as it may seem. If they can win the competition, then we won't have anything to worry about. I have faith in them.
Why are we treating surgery like a competitive sport?
I'm sorry, Marcus, Valerie. I should have objected to this more strongly. I feel responsible for the entire situation. But now that it's come to this, I have to ask you to appear on the show one more time. I promise you, that will be the end of it.
We'll be all right. We'll finish this once and for all.
Take these artificial veins with you. The endothelialized cells are perfect for the operation. Ordinarily, they'd take a month to produce, but our technology lets us make them in 10 days. They're made of special material which is easy to suture with and prevents the formation of thrombi. We only recently gained approval to use them.
I understand, Robert. Thanks.
Our patient is suffering from an aneurysm, but still, having these will be reassuring. I'm sorry, Valerie, but this is a good opportunity to sway public opinion in our favor.
Maybe so, but I'd rather be researching stigma.
I'll be presenting a report on that in the near future, incidentally.
Well then, Valerie, Marcus, good luck to you two.
A moment of truth. For the first time on national television, not just one, but two operations will be broadcast live. Our very own Dr. Leonardo Bello will be competing against Team Caduceus. As we near the start of the competition, what's going through your head, Leo?
A beautiful operation is performed quickly, as I intend to demonstrate. I assure you, our viewers are in for quite a surprise.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Don't go anywhere! You don't want to miss this! Now, let's check in with Team Caduceus. I must say, you look really determined today.
Our only concern is the welfare of the patient. Nothing more, nothing less.
We're calm and focused. We're concentrating on the procedure, not worrying about the competition.
It seems Team Caduceus has their eye on the ball. Anyway, I hope they'll perform an amazing operation for us. Each of today's patients suffers from aneurysms in their large intestine. This is an unprecedented opportunity to see America's best doctors live in action. Even though our patients are in good hands, we do have an emergency team on standby. However, I doubt they'll be needed. Well, the time has come. Teams, please prep for surgery!
Well, let's begin the conference. This will be an operation on an aneurysm, so the basic treatment will be to excise the bulge. But according to the diagnosis, there seems to be another aneurysm lurking there too. Let's use this opportunity to implant the synthetic vein while dealing with the aneurysms.
Got it. Are you okay, Val?
Yes, I'm fine. Concentrate, stay calm.
This amazing, unprecedented surgical showdown begins now. You can't let your eyes miss even the slightest moment of this competition.
This guy isn't helping, is he? Well, let's do this. Lights, camera, action.
Well, here we go. Let's all do our best. I'm confirming the presence of an aneurysm. It's possible that another may form where we're not looking, so be careful. Please inject the sedative into the bulge. The sedative is taking effect. Now's our chance to excise it. Now, use the forceps. Please drain the blood. Use the forceps to connect. Now suture the veins together where they would explode. But there are indications that another aneurysm may develop. Continue with the operation, doctor. What? This aneurysm. It's huge. Still, the procedure to extract it will be the same as with any normal aneurysm. First, inject the sedative. The sedative won't last long since it's so big. Let's excise it quickly. The aneurysm has been excised. Please take care. The blood has been drained. Next, we will reconnect the blood vessel using the synthetic vein. Place the synthetic vein between the ends of the real vein. Twist your hand to find the right angle. The angle isn't right. Twist your wrist to line it up. Doctor, the synthetic vein needs to go between the ends of the real vein. More blood is obscuring the operation. Please drain it. Now, suture the veins to the synthetic vein. Now suture the other end the same way. The synthetic vein has been sutured. Treatment of the large aneurysm is now complete.
Whoa! Did you see that? That was amazing, Dr. Bello!
There's a lot of cheering going on from that side. What's happening over there?
Must be that surprise you mentioned. Just ignore it.
Stay focused. Concentrate.
There seems to be an aneurysm outside of our view. Use the magnification tool and treat it. Use the magnification tool and look for it. Doctor, another aneurysm is forming. Please, hurry up and treat it. Vitals are stable. I think we're finished. Please close out the patient. We're done with the operation. Great work, team.
Congratulations on a successful procedure! Clap!
Thank you. I'm glad it went smoothly.
I too am relieved that you were able to complete the operation. But you had me worried there for a while, since it was taking so long.
Dr. Bello, you're already finished?
That can't be. We completed our operation so fast.
Let's take a moment to review some highlights from Dr. Bello's operation.
my trademark. I have the ability to block out all distractions. I wanted to serve a piece of humble pie to all those arrogant doctors out there.
Very impressive. Now, the judging is underway backstage by an independent medical panel. Who will emerge victorious from this historic battle?
We're leaving, Valerie.
But
We're in hostile territory. There's no reason for us to stick around, no matter what the results are. Let's not give them another opportunity to criticize us.
you're right, Marcus. Let's go.
The results are in. The doctor, selected as America's finest, is Dr. Leonardo Bello!
Elena, you forgot to sterilize operating room 3. Oh, sorry. I'll do it right away. Jeez, what's gotten into you? I know you're upset about losing the competition, but you have to get over it. You're bringing everyone down. Where are the doctors? The director asked to see them. Yikes, that doesn't sound good.
In these times of skyrocketing medical costs, there remains a ray of hope for those in need. Only one doctor provides life-saving surgery free of charge. This is Wish Come True Miracle Surgery.
How can you stand to watch that?
I'm not watching it because I want to.
Is it your penance for the fiasco?
The Secretary of Health and Welfare is furious, but that's to be expected. However, no one is blaming you two, since you performed a flawless operation. I called you here for another reason. Take a look at this.
A letter?
How old-fashioned. Dear Caduceus staff, congratulations on your recent appearance on Miracle Surgery. Seeing you perform that operation on national television really inspired me. That's why I believe it's now my turn to make an appearance. Is this guy a doctor trying to promote himself, or is this another challenge?
Keep reading. I'm afraid it's more serious than that.
What you encountered at Concordia was care, the hand. And in Maryland you received soma, the body. But now I shall reveal ops, the eye, for the entire country to witness. I assure you it will be something to behold. The miracle of modern times, stigma. He knows about stigma?
It appears so. That's why I couldn't just ignore this.
Is he the one who created it? Is he the one who kidnapped Professor Wilkins?
We've contacted the producers of Miracle Surgery, but they're not taking the threat seriously.
Now, the affected area is about to be exposed.
Wait, this isn't an ulcer? What is this? I just need to use my healing touch. No! I can't keep up with it!
It's a new type of stigma. Bello can't handle this. Even with his skills, he doesn't know how to deal with it.
Let's go, Marcus. Ma'am, please contact the studio and order them to suspend the operation immediately. Elena's coming with us.
What is this focus? My healing touch.
Leo? Leo, are you alright?
I can't anymore.
Leo! Leo! Pull yourself together. You have to finish the operation.
Step aside. We'll complete the operation.
He pushed himself too hard. I guess he doesn't know his own limit. Make sure you take good care of him.
The patient's already been opened up, but her vitals are stable.
Whoever wrote that letter called this stigma ops, which means eye or something, right?
I do see something that looks like an eye. but I have no idea what its function is.
Did you notice anything while Dr. Bello was operating?
There was some sort of reaction at the core, but it seemed like it needed energy. I haven't seen anything like it before.
So the key to this operation is to not activate the core.
Team Caduceus has suddenly burst into the operating room here at Miracle Surgery. Will they save face from their defeat the other day? Will they get their revenge on Dr. Bello? There's only one thing we can do. We have to pray that they can perform a miracle.
Revenge has nothing to do with this. We're here because there's a patient in need.
That's right. This is what Caduceus does.
Now, let's save a life.
Team Caduceus is about to take over the operation that struck down even our own Dr. Leonardo Bello.
That stupid announcer was cool for a minute, but it looks like he's back to his annoying self.
This is a new strain of stigma. Please, be careful. See this? It's ops.
The tissue covers a wide area, but we should focus on removing the central core.
We should be able to burn it with a laser. Let's begin.
To discharge something, we better drain it in case it's harmful. Okay, no problems with the drain this time. Give it up. It's releasing something larger. Burn it with a laser. The discharge has been incinerated. Continue the treatment.
Everyone watching at home, I implore you to pray for the patient and these young doctors. Oh no! A mystery tumor has appeared within the afflicted area.
Tumors are coming on the ops too.
Now, Caduceus, the eyes split up.
Incinerated. Now, the next one. Has been incinerated.
Oh! Awesome! Marvelous! Fantastic! The Caduceus has successfully driven out the unknown pathogen.
It's over.
Well, we must have put on one hell of a show.
I'm glad we were able to save this person.
Please put your hands together for the heroes who saved another precious life on Miracle Surgery. It's a miracle, folks! We've just witnessed a true miracle! 2 new stars have been born right before our very...
Give me that mic. Ladies and gentlemen, what you saw today is a new intractable disease known as stigma. It's a serious disease that's still a mystery to us. But Caduceus has been researching potential countermeasures. And because of that, we were able to save this patient's life. That's part of our mission at Caduceus. I think it's important for the public to understand what our organization is all about. I believe that those of us in the medical field have 2 major responsibilities. One is to help patients with existing conditions. The other is to arm ourselves against new diseases that may arise. So in other words, Caduceus is fighting for all of our futures.
Valerie, why don't you start wrapping it up?
Every doctor is a part of this fight, so consult your local physician if you experience any unusual symptoms. And if necessary, feel free to contact us as well. That's all I have to say. We at Caduceus hope to continue serving you. Oh, and by the way, this will be the last episode of Miracle Surgery. Good night.